Hey guys, Clueless here, and in this video, I'll be reviewing the military style camo tack vest from Heroes Outdoors. And this vest is made by a company named SGS Equipment, and this is the tag that came with the vest. Now, to some of you history nerds, such as myself, this vest might seem familiar in terms of its looks. And in fact, this vest, this reproduction, in fact, is based off a real vest. So this style of vest is based off the South African 83 pattern assault vest. And, like many people, I'm skeptical about reproductions, but for my personal use of this vest, and through some running and jumping and all that kind of stuff, I can say this is the real deal here. I was expecting some made in China bullshit, but this is some tough quality. These straps don't feel cheap. The material seems sturdy enough, and on the inside, as you can see here, there's no loose stitching here. This netting seems tough. Doesn't fall apart or anything like that. And the padding on this feels very comfortable on my shoulders and on my back. Now on a closer look, by putting this on, so this vest closes via clips, so the female ends are hidden in here, and you just and it closes by two straps right here. So starting from the front, we got height and width adjustment. As you can see here, it adjusts perfectly to my width, and I can adjust my height if I want, but as a short person, I don't need to adjust this more. So starting from the front, this vest, just like the real vest from South Africa, has 4 ammunition pouches, and has a divider inside the mag pouches, and it can carry 2 Stanag AR pouches. Yuck. So I got 2 mags here, 2 mags here. The other 2 mag pouches are down here at the waist level. So you got 2 mags here and 2 mags here. And just not to leave it behind, we also got pen pouches here. At the bottom here, we got a utility pouch and 2 divided pouches here. Now these pouches are meant for smoke grenades or other stuff you want to put inside here. In the real version of the South African 83 pattern vest, you can put 2 more magazines here and 2 more magazines here, and thus you're allowed to have 12 magazines in total. Sadly, on this reproduction, it doesn't expand much, so you only can put 1 magazine here. Sadly, I don't have another magazine to put here. When extracting magazines from these lowers here, it's difficult, and thus this pouch has to be empty in order to extract a magazine from here. I forgot to mention, there's also grenade pouches right here, but these could also have different roles. So for me, I have a headlamp here. Nothing too fancy. I don't got NVGs. I ain't like those hardcore military people who buy the most expensive shit. And I don't got the budget. Now on the sides, it is identical. You got 2 large pouches here. And these are a general purpose pouches, so you can put anything inside here. So these pouches are closed via these loop strappings here. But another way you can access these pouches is by this top pouch that has Velcro in it, so you can stick your hand through and pull whatever you need. So as I mentioned earlier, both pouches are identical. For this pouch, I currently have a canteen with its cup. Now, the reason why I did this, because as I'll show later, you can't put a camelback on this vest, sadly. So, if you're going to run with water with this, I would recommend a special camelback straw that can be attached to the adapter of the USGI canteen. On this side, I'm using it as a magazine dump pouch. I don't want to run with another set of gear and slap it onto my vest. So let's try it out. Bang, 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 bang. Click. Ooh, pretty smooth. Again. My God, don't do this to me, man. Tap, rack, bang. Bang, 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 click. Reload. This is working pretty well. This is my first time doing this. Alright, back to the topic at hand, the vest. Stay there, don't fall. Alright, so at the back, it looks like you can put a camelback here, but sadly, there are two dividers here. So you got a smaller section of this back part here, and then there's a top part for a larger compartment. So I would recommend, it's just like a butt patch. I would recommend stuff that you don't need immediately at the back of your vest. Overall, I say this is a good quality vest. Doesn't feel cheap, doesn't rip easily. I even got it snagged on it once. Didn't even rip. No rips at all. What I can say is, if you like something that's better than the Canadian Forces issued tack vest, I would recommend this. But this is for airsoft use, you know. I don't know what to say, so peace.